Ladies and gentlemen, and I mean that, welcome to my channel. All right, time for another exciting, action-packed adventure on the steampunk version of American Truck Simulator.
Someone make a mod for that?
No, it's a DLC because I've said it like 18 times, everybody knows now, but if you signed up for back to San Diego, or we'll go to Eli. I like going to Eli because it's pretty. It's less money, but actually it's more money per mile. If you had signed up to follow the game before it was released, you got DLC for free. I don't know that you'll even ever be able to get it without doing it. Why is it not?
So it's like one of those Nintendo deals where only certain people get it and other people don't.
Yes, I think. I don't know. But anybody that followed it, which I think most of the people that started out here did it. Now, wait a minute. Where am I going to pick this up from, though? It didn't tell me to... Where? See? Oui? Bitumen. Are we at Bitterman? I don't really know how that word is pronounced, but I will tell you that... Oh, we are there. That's why. In Australia, it's pronounced bitumen, or bitumen. And it is a word that... bitumen. It's a word that we use for asphalt. And in fact... it was used... It's the material that they use to, I guess, embalm... yeah, like in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, they used bitumen to embalm the dead. Wait a minute, it's showing me that it's... Oh, it's a head. Okay, there it is. I don't know about nobles and stuff like that. I think they were embalmed, but they would use it like they would tar them basically to preserve their bodies. So bitumen is gross, yeah. It's 6:19 in the morning. We should arrive in about... I don't think we'll have to sleep because my guy looks like he's rested. Since we picked up the last job that we had, we rested pretty close to the end of the trip. So, oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Also, the guy just falls asleep.
So we should have a nice day drive to Eli. It's 11 hours away. We shouldn't have to rest. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be right under the gun. It's going to be 11 hours of driving and 11 hours till I have to sleep. So, unfortunately, we may have to make one stop. But that's okay. I mean, you guys don't mind. It's not like it affects you. I would like to find a hotel. I had to sleep in the truck last night, and there is not a lot of room in here for my pretend bed to rest my pretend head.
Virtual world.
Hey, man, I'm a virtual girl in a virtual world. It didn't at all.
Jeffrey can think of a better bit.
Jeff? Yeah, he could.
Most of the parodies just suck.
Most of whose parodies?
Jeffrey's parodies.
Does Jeff do parodies?
He comes up with ideas, a lot of them.
You're like, no, that doesn't work. Nope, that's offensive. No.
Not normally offensive, they're just like very not well. Like, he thinks of them really fast, so he doesn't have much time for like writing stuff down. They turn out very silly.
Yes. We've done our parodies. If you haven't seen our World of Tanks parody, check it out. It's pretty funny. So I will be upgrading the engine as soon as possible, but it is expensive, so it's going to be a while before we can do that. I do want to get up to... Though, like I said, I don't feel like I'm struggling at all, except for up on those steep hills. There is a bit of... Oh my gosh, I just almost whacked into that car. Come on, turn. And we just entered into Nevada. That's the speed limit went up to 60 or 80. Holy crap. Super. I think we'll stick at 60 miles an hour. I don't want to go 80. This truck is not really heavy enough, I don't think.
Monster Hunter they got on 3DS has little cat helper guys have Tomb Link skin. They got Alpha Reaper on them.
Tomb Raider skin?
Tomb Link.
Tomb Link?
Tomb Link.
Oh, Toon Link.
You guys know what's the Wind Waker Link?
I am not. I'm not versed in your Legend of Zelda lingo.
I call him Wind Waker Link, but everyone
Train
else,
down there. Cool.
Everyone else that they don't hear me through the mic, they would know who Toon Link is because that's what everyone that kills Smash Bros. refer to.
Smash Bros. Toon Link. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
I don't like the term Toon Link. I like
It's the guy from. Okay, so what game is Toon Link from?
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Oh, okay, Wind Waker Link.
The cartoon.
Yeah, Cartoon Link.
I don't like it.
That game
It's amazing.
is amazing. Wind Waker to me was one of the best.
Well,
Actually, to me it was the best Zelda game. I've played almost all of them,
so Skyward Sword.
except for Skyward Sword. I started playing it, but I lost interest pretty quick.
Mark did too. He only got to the first temple.
Yeah, I got through the first
I
temple.
beat it 3 times.
I really loved Wind Waker. I loved the sailing the boat, and I loved the weather. And a lot of people whined about the graphics.
Until recently.
All right, can you stick this out over there somewhere because I can't see? A lot of people complained about the, for I don't know what it is about cell shading that people hate. But people really seem to get down on games that are made with cell shading.
Because everyone loves Dragon Quest.
But to me, it actually, both of the games that I've played that have been cell shaded have been one of the. Oh my gosh, it's getting late, guys. It's like 2:00 in the morning here. What time is it, Ryan? Tell me now.
2.
Is it 2?
Probably.
It's 2. It's 2:04. Wow. I gotta go to bed soon. Well, this will be the last trip for the night. Maybe. I might stay up till 3. We'll see. Pushing the limits. I have nothing going on tomorrow, and my wife won't be home until mid-afternoon probably. So,
Probably later than that.
later. You think later than that?
You know how she gets every time she says sometimes, she means like 3 hours later. Yeah, we do this at 2 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Yeah, rolls around. She's just getting. And I don't really have anything except for playing video games tomorrow to do. So, I should probably work on one of the weddings that I need to work on, but I don't want to. How fast am I going? Am I going 60? I'm going 60. Okay. It feels like I'm going like 90. I don't remember where I was going with that whole story, so never mind. What was I talking about, Ryan? No, I was talking about Wind Waker. So what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my tiredness. Wind Waker and Jet Set Radio Future were some of the most awesome games that I've ever played. And they were cel-shaded. People really came down, especially on Jet Set Radio, but definitely on Wind Waker too. They called it Zelda. They called it like all these names, and everybody was talking about what a crappy game it was. And I don't think any of those people actually played the game. They couldn't get past the way the game looked. But I found that the game, the way that it looked, actually made the game more believable. I don't know why, but something about the cartoon graphics sucked me in and made me believe that I was like living through a cartoon. I don't know how to explain. It sounds really weird when I say it, but you freak. But it, you know how you watch cartoons. As a kid, you would watch cartoons and you'd want to go into that world. I felt like I was in that world. Like for once in my life, I was part of something. And it was just a great experience. I really loved that game. The Wind Waker was like, I don't know, the story was so good, and it sucked you in. It was a huge adventure that you became part of. And I don't really find that with very many games. Skyrim kind of, but Skyrim unfortunately gets very grindy, and it ends up being the same thing. Yeah, we've talked about that before on the farm sim, because the farm sim is kind of like Skyrim, but for farming. It ends up being, and I love it, but it ends up being the same thing over and over again. And with Skyrim, it's like, okay, here's a mission. Oh, cool, new mission. What's the mission? Well, you're going to go to this cave, kill some enemies, find a treasure at the bottom, maybe get a dragon shout, and then return it to me for money. That's like every freaking mission in the game is that same thing over and over again, and it just gets old after a while. So, and it's not that it's a bad game, but it's the same thing over. And Zelda, obviously, Zelda has the same problems from a series standpoint. Yeah, you got to go to these 3 temples, find these 3 things to unlock the Master Sword. And then you get the Master Sword, and then you got to find these 8 pieces of something and put them together and make the Triforce that's going to let you down into whatever temple to kill the main enemy, Ganondorf, who's come back again. So, I mean, it has its grind elements too, but the game itself is just, that game was just incredible. And even though it was, they changed the story, so you no longer were in Hyrule, you were in the future Hyrule, which was completely flooded, so it was a series of islands, and you'd sail around and mark down on the charts where you were, and each island was different and had different challenges and different creatures, and I loved it. I thought it was one of the best games I've ever played as far as, like, that kind of adventure game. It was great. Look at this. I love this scenery. Look at that. That is the desert, man. Not a cloud in the sky. Love it. This game is awesome. I'll tell you what, man. The more I play it, the more I dig it. And I've been almost everywhere on the map, I think, so far, because there's really not that many places to go yet. But I love it. I could just keep playing here, you know what I mean? I love it. I love that. There's some clouds off in the distance. What, Ryan?
It's funny how you can like driving games like that.
I know. It's a certain type of person, you know? Like, not everybody's going to dig a driving game.
That's why I can't play Farm Sim like that with Hank. He keeps begging me to play Farm Sim with him.
Yeah.
You should get it. And I'm like, I don't like those kind of games. Like, how can you not love it? It's awesome. I'm like, kind of just, you do the same thing over and over.
You do.
It's very boring.
It's a grind. Oh, so anyway, I have to be up tomorrow by 11 because I'm going to try to meet with Mitsutayu so that we can play Spin Tires. And you guys know Mitsu from the World of Tanks channel. He's a big donor to my channel, and then he also, a lot of times when new things will come out, we'll go onto the test server and he'll show me around a little bit. And so his most recent donation to the channel was the Mutts, which is just an awesome tank. If you're into World of Tanks and you haven't checked the Mutts out yet, it's a really, really good tank. It's going to be available for about a month more, so I would recommend, if it's really rare that they come out with premium tanks that are good, and this one is just amazing. So it's worth buying. The Patton KR was good too, but this is even better. So. All right, so we're rolling down the exit to our... It says this is the way to Eli, right? We're following the road signs a bit. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see that. Can't go that way, so we got to go this way. I really like this truck. The way it handles compared to the truck I was driving. It's a modern truck. The 579. I don't want to say it's soulless. It's not as exciting as those older trucks, but it's comfortable. Although I wish I could find a hotel. There's probably a motel in Eli, hopefully. Hopefully. Or Pisgah or whatever. Oh, Mount Pisgah. So that was a cool trip. And I might have talked about this before on some other video, but it's been a long time. So one time I was in Colorado working. And I decided that I was going to take the rental car and just drive. I was done with the project that I was working on, but I was there for another day. So I got the rental car. It was a 70 degree day in Colorado Springs. And I went up the mountain. I decided to take the freeway up and then just get lost. I was like, I'm just going to get lost on some back roads. And so I drove up the mountain. And by the time I got to the top of the mountain, we were in a blizzard. And it was snow, like I'll show you, like I said, the video that I showed you in the last couple episodes where it was snowing, that's what it looked like, but we were up on top of the mountain, and it was kind of frightening. And then it cleared up, and I found this little dirt road going off of the main road. I think I was on, I want to say it was 70, but I don't think so. It couldn't have been. It wasn't a freeway. Look at this scenery, it's just amazing. What, Ryan?
It's too breathtaking that you keep forgetting what you're talking about.
I always forget what I'm talking about.
Whoa, look at the scenery.
I know, well, it's because it's cool. I want people to look. If you're not paying attention, pay attention!
You can't pay attention.
So anyway, I went up to the top of the mountain, and there was I found this dirt road that went off the main road. It wasn't a main road. It was a side road. that I was on. It was like a route, but it was like a 4-lane road, but it was not a freeway. I made this left. I saw a sign that said Mount Pisgah. I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is. So I turned left, and immediately the pavement went away, and it became a dirt road. So I'm driving through, and there were all these, like, I probably drove for an hour. There were all these tunnels, and I'm winding around the tops of these mountains. Like, I'm kind of like halfway up the mountain, winding around in these pine forests. And there were all over the place. There were, there's snow on the ground and snow all over the treetops. And there was this, there were abandoned mills.
It's a fun place to drive through while playing Skyrim music.
Yeah, it was like totally like Skyrim. That's so funny, Ryan. Like up in the upper reaches, yeah, totally. Like the snow on the pine trees, and it looked like Skyrim. But there were all these abandoned mills. So like these huge mill buildings, like tall square buildings with the like chutes and stuff coming out of them. And then there were caribou like walking around just on the mountainside, like just out in the open, like hundreds of them.
Did you actually run them over?
No, I didn't run anybody over. It was so beautiful. It was just so memorable being up there in the mountains. And then, so I drove for probably an hour and a half on these dirt roads through these little tunnels. And then I come out into the middle of this ski town called Mount Pisgah. I don't even know if it's a ski town, but it was like this, like the cities that we passed through on this game, like what Eli or Ellie looks like, or something like that. Like it had little storefronts, and it had a movie theater. There were garbage trucks out collecting garbage. It was a whole city, and just in the middle of the mountains, like with no access but this dirt road. And I thought that was the weirdest thing. I'm like, how weird is that? Like this whole city here. It was really cool. It left an impression for sure that I will remember for the rest of my days. All right, so we are needing gas here, so we're going to stop at the gas station, maybe. And of course the gas station's on the wrong side of the road. That's going to make a problem. How close are we to Eli? We're 2 hours away. We're close. We have 108 miles. Let's see. I'm going to slow down here. We have enough... it says we have enough fuel to go 380 miles, I think, as if I'm reading that right. So we're just going to keep going. We'll have to get gas later. I don't want to go... It's such a pain to make those turns. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Sushi fish. I don't like sushi. I like fake sushi. I like the California roll with the imitation lobster vegetable. It's actually pretty good tasting, but... You'll never catch me, Copper.
Fishing actually works in this game, which is surprising for a monster.
Couldn't you fish in the last game?
Yeah, but it was different. It didn't work.
It's crappy fishing?
You just go to little fishing holes and wait for the fish that you want to bite.
Got the cruise control set to 60.
Small green fish. Looks more green than...
Man, we were out in the middle of nowhere. Look at all these trucks, though. A lot of trucks on this route, so... I love this. Love it. This is my favorite part. Look at that. I wish they had some really big mountains, though. That's where Arizona's going to come in. We're going to hopefully have some amazing mountain scenery. More to the likes of Southern California. What, Rue? You messed up? Oh, rats. Keep fishing. You'll get them eventually. Here's where we need more horsepower getting up these hills. Okay, so now that we're seeing this during the day, that's a fence that's going along there. I thought it was a pipeline, but it's actually a big, long fence. What, Rue?
Wasn't the U.S. government that accidentally blew up like a huge pipeline in Russia?
The U.S. government blew up a huge pipeline?
They did some hacking thing, like a virus thing, and they were just trying to shut down like some plant or something. That ended up blowing up like a huge oil pipeline by causing it to back up.
Oh, I have no idea. I'd never heard that.
It was like I think it was early 2000s that happened.
I don't remember that.
It's very kind of like not a very well known thing, but known enough that people know about it.
It was known enough that people knew about it.
It was something that was not kept under wraps per se, but like not talked about very often.
Shh, don't talk about it.
It was awesome.
War with Russia. I like the wipers, they're bigger. Bigger wipers.
It caused it to explode.
I've got that cop behind me. I gotta watch my speed when I get into these towns. Hopefully he'll keep going straight.
Accelerate. Step on the gas.
He's on my tail.
Do we have any food?
Shake him. I don't know. You can look. You could reheat spaghetti. It's so good. But it's so good, right?
We had it.
Oh no, he followed me. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? I swear I didn't know. What's he do? He's driving all over. Oh, he's going to pass. I'm letting him pass. Get out of here. You dirty rat. No, I'm just kidding. Once again, every time I do that, it's because I'm just joking. Please.
Don't report me.
Yeah, no, don't assume things about me. I actually like police. I don't know that I have any police friends. Do I have any friends that are police, Ryan? I mean, I guess Jason Gall, but I haven't seen him in like 10 years.
Scott Midlum, Scott Midlum.
Yeah, Scott, for sure. Yeah.
Is he your friend?
He's an acquaintance.
He seems hard to be friends with.
No. He's... How do I say this? He appears very grumpy, but he's actually a really nice guy. And
I think it that way, but like...
he's kind of lonely, so he likes to talk and stuff. Like it surprises me sometimes when he starts talking. I'm like, oh, hey, Scott. And he's like, hey, how's it going? Like, he just starts talking. And I'm like, whoa, he actually talks. Because he seems gruff and grumpy, but he's not. He's actually not a policeman anymore. He's retired.
I figure it was like 60.
What? Oh, yeah, at least, yeah. Oh, see? I love the way that they have you deliver to these construction sites. I think that is a really neat thing. How dare they tempt me with easy parking?
Did you do it in real life?
What?
Make you deliver to construction sites?
Oh yeah. Well, how do you think how do you think the equipment gets there?
I don't know. Are you driving by just buying things and having something?
Sometimes they have their own trucks, but sometimes they hire people to bring equipment in. Freaking equipment. Freaking equipment. I think it probably just caused a traffic jam. These people aren't going to know what to do. See that they're stuck. I didn't park this really neatly here, but there we go. So we are good. Delivery made. Yeah.
Fish that literally pops when it dies. I'll take that.
So we are now at 25,000. We did make our payment, and we're still doing well. So I haven't seen anything from our other driver yet, though. But I need to sleep. So we won't end the episode quite yet. That was a shorter jaunt. We are just outside of Eli. 5 miles outside of Eli. What are you doing?
I'm messing around with your mouse.
Don't touch my mouse.
It's awesome.
You freak.
It's not a freak.
Freak.
I won't be tempted to
This looks like a hotel, so we'll go there.
This might be a hotel.
This might be a hotel. Mark this on the map as a might be a hotel. Ready to sleep. All right. We probably need to get gas, too, but I didn't see any gas, so...
Did your guy just fall asleep at any point?
He starts to pass out. And he's yawning. Let me out. Steampunk truck, look out. 35 through here. We should be able to pick up speed with no cargo. We'll be able to get up to 70. Oh, it's 35 still through here. Whoa. It's quite a long stretch. Come on. I'm watching my speed. No, I'm driving. All these cops, man. I scratch your back, you scratch my back, everybody's happy. Still 35. I got it really. Okay, I'm gonna have to cruise control it because I keep going way over the speed limit here. Always yawning all over the place. Uh-oh, I'm making myself yawn for real. Wait a minute, am I going 40? Wait, I can't tell how fast I'm going. No, it's 30, okay. Pretty sure this does not have a retarder on it. I see the donut hole. There's a donut. And a motel. We're going to pull over, we're going to get some donuts and take it a little sleepy. Have a shower. Ooh, my stomach is gurgling from all that Pepsi. Actually, it feels more like painful Coke products. What?
You had some Coke?
I had a, well, Pepsi. It was a Diet Pepsi with...
I don't think you're getting my joke.
I'm not following you, Ryan.
You don't understand the joke.
Alright, so here we are at the hotel. Parked kind of crooked. Falling asleep. Hold on. You know, I always forget to take photos of during the session. So we'll hang on. I need to get a photo. So here's the cover. Here's the cover photo of Trucking Magazine. We'll call this episode Desert Truck. Hold on. Photo taken.
Not a selling point with Smash Bros. Though.
No free DLCs with Smash Bros. Alright, there's a different truck view for you. Sorry, I'm not very good at doing that, but wait till I get on the freeway, Ryan. Alright, so we're going to save the game. Let's go to sleep.
I suppose you bought Smash Bros. Before the DLC started coming out, and they would have done YouTube.
Hey, brought $600 home. Good job, driver Martin M. Hold on one second, folks. Actually, this is it. This is it. So, we come off... Well, we didn't really make much of a profit. It kind of... it was a short trip, though, too. But I guess we paid a $5,000 payment and ended up where we were. We had $21,000, I think, when we started the day off. So we're doing okay. I think that we're, once again, headed in the right direction with our company. I do need to get... I've been delivering to a lot of, like, outskirt places, and I haven't had a chance to fix the truck. It's already got 3% damage. So anyway, let's call it a night. Thank you for watching my channel. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the roads. Thumbs up always help. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Have a good night.